What is going on, my friends? My name's Corrupt, and today we're here breaking down for you 4 of the best Town Hall 11 attack strategies that you guys can do without siege machines. This video is going to be a big help for a lot of players who don't have access to the siege machines if you don't have a Town Hall 12 or Town Hall 13 in your clan. So, if you guys want to see more videos like this, then remember to subscribe and ring the notification bell so you guys don't miss anything. Consider watching until the end of the video. That way it can be recommended to more people, and possibly it will let me know that you guys want to see more of the no siege at Town Hall 11 videos more often. So definitely let me know in the comments below if you guys will enjoy it, and let's go ahead and jump into our first example, which is going to be using the Queen Charge Mass Hog Rider. That's exactly what we're seeing right here. I'm a little off there, but the biggest thing that you're trying to understand with this attack is where the clan castle is, where the eagle and the queen is, along with that where the enemy king is as well. So getting the enemy king is something that's nice, but it's not mandatory. But those are going to be the 3 things that you're specifically looking to take down. If you can get the eagle down, that's going to be a huge help, because usually if you have a lot of damage onto your hogs and the eagle artillery, they're going to get taken down pretty quickly. So you got to make sure that you're keeping that in mind. Another thing that you may want to take down is 1 or even 2 of the multi-infernos. If there are multi-infernos, I would suggest trying to take them out. If not, then I would make sure that you avoid them with your Queen Charge, so then you can get the other pieces of value, like getting wizard towers, bomb towers, other splash damage defenses. So the biggest thing that I want you guys to understand is the use of the funnel. So we're going over the Queen Charge here, and the reason that this base was very effective was because of the outside enemy queen and enemy king, along with the eagle artillery being close to the outside and close to a Tesla farm. Now what we're doing here is we are using a couple of sneaky goblins and balloons like you see here. This is going to establish our funnel. This is going to cut off this particular side and force this queen to go this way. So specifically, that is exactly what we're looking at with this. So as our queen is kind of moving through, though, she is losing health very quickly. So what we need to do is drop that rage spell in. Once we know that the queen is going to go into range of the king is going to do a ton of damage, so we need to make sure that we're raging her up. Another reason to why we would rage up here is because that queen is also going to be in range of our queen. So the enemy queen is going to get taken down very easily. Now notice how we are getting to the area where we're going to be charging in, and I'll explain the use of the regular wall breakers here in just a second. So we're using the king on this side while the queen starts to move right in. So this is what we should be doing. I want to make the queen charge really easy for you. So when you notice that your queen is getting to the right entry point, start your funnel on the opposite side with the king. This is going to help you improve with really any other attack, and it's going to help you to really force yourself to learn the queen charge, learn how to get your queen in, and how to create the funnel before your queen, misses the charge point of your attack. So that's going to be what you're trying to do. So you'll see right here, there's a Tesla farm. And I want you guys to really take the time to look at the first wall breaker. After the giant bomb goes down, notice how the first wall breaker, we're using it as a test. It does catch the tornado trap, but not enough damage. Once we know that there are no small bombs, we can send in the rest of the wall breakers. So that's what you should be doing when you guys are using this, making sure that you're able to send your wall breakers in and making sure that you're able to get them in properly using the one super or one regular wall or one test wall breaker in order to make sure that you're able to get in, and then the rest of the wall breakers to get through. That's what you should be looking for. Now, as we're entering in, notice the value that we're getting. We're getting the wizard towers down. We want to get the clan castle down, which is the next thing like you see here. We're going to deal with that with little to no problem. Very, very easy to do. Now, what we're going to be doing over here is while we're guaranteed to take down the clan castle and the infernos, we're going to start our hog riders. Notice that we're starting them off in a bit of a more surgical pattern. That way, we're kind of able to easily allow ourselves to get defensive pathing with these hog riders. So as the queen is moving to take care of the infernos, we're using these hog riders to take care of the rest of the defenses. So we want to use the heal spells over here because this is a large area of DPS. And we're gonna kind of focus in on this because this is the main point. So kind of getting through here, we want to use the Warren ability to make sure that they're able to get through the rest of the back end. And more specifically, this is all those defensive buildings like the bomb tower, the wizard towers, and making sure that we're able to get through a large part of this base. Other than that, though, this kind of gives you guys a really unique showcase into using this strategy, using the Queen Charge Mass Hog, and this hopefully is going to help you guys improve your attacks here at Town Hall 11 if you don't have access to a siege barrack or a siege machine or even a siege barrack. So definitely this is going to give you guys a really good idea of what you guys should be looking for. Hopefully that this first example kind of helps you guys out a lot more, and definitely this is just one of 3 other attacks that we're going to be showcasing here. So let's go ahead and move over to the next attack strategy that we have here for you guys, which is going to be Queen Charge Lalo. Now we're going to be taking a look at Queen Charge Lalo in this example right here. So one of the biggest things that you're looking for, again, is gonna be getting rid of the enemy queen, clan castle, and eager artillery. Notice how they are kind of in this line, so we know which area of the base we're looking for. Now, how do we get in? That's going to be the question. So what we want to do is we want to create a funnel. So this means that because this warden altar is all the way up here, we can use a couple balloons to take this down and use a wizard to kind of help create this part of the funnel. What we're going to do then is drop the king in over on this side, and that's going to carve out this area. So what we're now doing is we're able to use the super wall breakers and get ourselves right into the base. We're going to take care of the clan castle, the queen, eager artillery, air defense, getting as much DPS or getting as much of the defenses down as possible, and that's going to allow us to get a large part of the base, which is something that you should look for when you're doing this. I want to make this queen charge really easy for you guys to understand, because there are a lot of queen charges in this video. So you can see from here is that we're starting off with a wizard. We're going to allow ourselves to use the wizard and the queen in order to kind of take out the warden altar and make sure that we're able to create the funnel. Now you'll see from over here, we're starting off with the king, and we kind of used it to clear this portion. The only thing that's remaining is a Tesla. However, if you kind of take a look at it here, the queen is less likely to go and stay on the outside, and instead she's going to stay on the inside because that furthest building, this building right here, is not closer than the clan castle and the expo. So you may think like it is, but it really isn't, because she's going to move right back in. We're going to continue the funnel though with the baby dragon, which is something really good to bring. Now something to keep in mind is that regular wall breakers and super wall breakers have the tendency to look for buildings behind walls, specifically defenses. So you should be looking for those when you are doing this. You also saw the use of a balloon that was used basically going through. That is a cocoa balloon. That's going to allow you to soak up any seeking air mines. I almost couldn't think of it, but the cocoa balloon is very good to do, especially when you're entering into a big area like you see here. We are taking care of the eager artillery, the queen, which is the reason why we're raging up, and we're using the rage in order to deal with the queen as well. Now, after we've been able to kind of get the value that we want, which if I zoom out here, you'll see that what we've gotten out technically is all of this, or not all of that, but we've kind of gotten rid of a large section. That's one compartment, one section of the base, which gives us easy pathing around it like this. So that's exactly what we're kind of looking at. So that's the reason why we're starting off with the lava loon portion. We're starting off with the CC Hound and balloon, along with a couple balloons right behind. So what we're doing is we're just allowing ourselves to get through. Now, before I go any further on this, remember to take a look at the left and remember to screenshot this, because this is going to give you guys the number of balloons that you need for each defense. So remember to screenshot it. This works for Town Hall 11, Town Hall 12, Town Hall 13, any Town Hall level that you are, for the most part, between Town Hall 10 and Town Hall 13, then this is definitely something that you're going to need to know. Now, another thing to keep in mind is the use of the haste spells. We're going to haste up balloons to get to defenses a lot quicker, specifically getting them right closer to air defenses, wizard towers, multi-infernos, expos, stuff like that. Those are going to be things I would suggest you guys try to haste over. You'll also notice the use of the heal spell, which we're going to be using on the back end of the base, getting down the other multi-inferno, as we don't really have many spells. We don't have a heal spell for them either way. So you'll see the use of this heal spell in order to keep the balloons alive as they start to go over to this multi-inferno, and they should be able to take it down no problem thanks to the haste. So that's exactly what you guys should be trying out and what you guys should be trying to do. It's really easy pathing when you have an L shape on the base. So keep that in mind when you guys are doing this attack. You want to make sure that you're getting the most from your lava loon, but more specifically, more from your queen charge. Hopefully in a more simplistic term, that this kind of helps you guys understand both the queen charge and the use of the lava loon, and hopefully this video has somewhat helped you guys so far. So remember to subscribe and ring the notification bell so you guys don't miss anything if you guys made it this far. Let's go ahead and move on into the next example, which is going to be a queen charge mass miner. Now we're going to be taking a look at the next attack, which is going to be the Queen Charge Mass Miner. This is another strategy that you guys can use to go up against bases without having access to the siege machines. Here, of course, he does have a siege machine, but he has to put it away because this is a no siege machine war. So that means that there aren't going to be any siege machines allowed to be used in this attack, but he does have it there. But the more specific thing is what you're looking for is to get as much value with your queen charge. So again, we're trying to create the funnel and allow our queen to go in the right direction. We want to get the eager artillery, we want to take down the clan castle, and at least maybe a multi-inferno. But what we're doing here with this is creating pathing. This way, kind of our pathing here with the miners are kind of like this right into the base. We're going to use that queen as sort of a way to kind of latch our miners to go right in and stay in the base. That's what we're going to be doing, and we're going to use the king on the opposite side to create that particular funnel. So we're going to be starting off here with the use of the queen charge. So I want you guys, again, we already went over the queen charge throughout this entire video, so I want you guys to really understand that what we're doing. We're using a balloon. We're using a couple balloons here in order to make sure that we're able to kind of weaken up some of these defensive buildings on the outside. This is just going to help us get in. And if you need to use 2 baby dragons like you see here, then this is definitely a great way to kind of create the funnel, making sure that the queen goes right into the next area, which is going to be the eager artillery. Making sure that we're able to get in is perfect. It's huge value for us. Now, the reason that we would use a Coco Loon here is because we don't know if there's going to be any seeking air mines in this area or really any traps. And right here you see that we did catch a red air bomb, not a black air mine. So that's definitely something that you need to kind of think about. Now, while we're going through, when we're doing our charge, we want to drop that jump in because that is going to allow us to lure out this clan castle. Whether it be a dragon CC or whether it be a lava hound CC is something that you've got to really kind of determine. But right here, when we're dealing with the clan castle, which is a bunch of goblins actually here, but you'll see that we're going to be dropping in that poison to deal with this clan castle here very easily. And all you're trying to do is make sure that you're raging up your queen to take care of that clan castle, take care of the value that you need. After this moment, you've created this kind of pathing for your miners, which is going to kind of look like this when you're entering in. So you've got a wide area. So what you want to do on the rightmost side of the base, right here, we want to drop in the king in order to kind of clear this part of the base. And you'll see that we're going to be dropping in the king, dropping in these miners. We want them all to go in kind of like this. Notice how we haven't used the clan castle yet, but we're most likely either going to have more miners or hog riders in the clan castle. So we're holding off on them here. But you'll see that we're going to use the king ability, make sure that we're able to kind of create something with the funnel, and then we're going to allow our miners to get in. We took care of the enemy queen, and now we're using the hog riders from that CC in order to take care of the rest of the base with the miners. And this is exactly why you really don't need the siege barrack when you're using this, because for the most part, it's really kind of almost like you're using a clan castle on its own. You just have some extra troops from there. Other than that, though, you're still able to get through a large portion of bases, even if you have to use the hog raiders in your regular clan castle and not with a siege machine. And that's exactly why this strategy works very well. It works well without a siege machine, and it works well with the siege machine. So realistically, this is almost your go-to attack when you don't have access to the siege machines. Other than that though, guys, this gives you guys another really solid look into using another attack strategy here at Town Hall 11. And we've got one last example for you, so sit tight because we're going to be taking a look at the Queen Charge version of BoWitch. Now right here, we're going to be taking a look at our final example, and that is going to be Queen Charge BoWitch. This is the older way of doing it before it got a little bit easier of just spamming everything in because of the use of the siege siege machines. But if you don't have access to them, this is the best way you can do it. Now we're going to be using the Warden with our Queen Walk, which is something that you don't typically do, but this is going to give our Queen slightly more health, and this is going to help us to charge into higher DPS areas. And that is kind of the reason to why we're using this. We want to make sure that we're kind of able to get down a large portion of these defenses, and we want to walk our Queen to get down the Eagle or get down the Multi-Inferno, which is definitely something that I would strive to look for. But not just that, but you want to make sure that you're creating pathing for your bowlers and witches so that then they don't veer off on the outside. So that's going to be the one big thing I would try to keep in mind. So make sure that you're able to kind of create the funnel as you're working your way into the base. So using the king with a couple witches on the outside in order to kind of help us go through. And then we want to use these bowlers and the witches to kind of help them get in. Notice how we're using bowlers in the clan castle in order to give us more reinforcements and allow us to get through a large portion of this base. Now you'll see that we're dealing with the clan castle a little bit later, but notice how much of the value that we're getting from these jump spells. We're just allowing ourselves to easily wreck through here. We use that Warren ability in order to protect everything through. We have a heal and a rage left on this one, and this will allow us to get through a large portion of the rest of the base. We don't even need hog riders in the clan castle. We just need to make sure that we have a good push going right into the base, which is something that you should be looking to do. And you can see from here, we were able to take down both Multi-Infernos, and we're able to get down all of these defensive buildings. All we did is do a Queen Walk, kind of like a Queen Charge, and then entering right into the base. That's all you are trying to do. And it's definitely gotten a lot easier since the older times where you saw a lot of Town 11 ring bases. And of course, you know, you're still seeing them, but this strategy definitely makes quick work of them, and it's still very much viable, if not better than before. So definitely, if you guys are kind of interested in seeing more of the style of content, seeing more no siege attacks at Town Hall 11, then let me know in the comments below. I'd really love to hear any feedback that you guys have. So let me know in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell so you guys don't miss any of my content. It's definitely really helpful, and hopefully it will help you guys a lot as well. Don't forget to also go ahead and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and over there on Twitch, as that is where I'm going to be streaming for the most part. So if you guys want to check out any of my streams, remember to follow me on Twitch. Also remember to join any of the clans I cover within this game of Clash of Clans. So remember to check down in the description for all the clans I cover, all their discords there. And speaking of their discords, remember to join my community discord server as well. The link is in the description. But with that being said, guys, that is going to do it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll be seeing you guys next time. Corrupt, signing out.